Breaking news, my wonderful people. Peter Obi speaks again, says, somebody told me, somebody told me Tinubu lost everything in 1998. I asked him, how come he has two planes now? There is no known business company he's running or doing. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. What exactly is going on? So, how did he get all that? How did he get all that? How did he get two planes? And that's to mention but the least. Let's get all the details. Somebody told me Tinubu lost everything in 1998. I asked him, how come he has two planes now? Peter Obi reveals. The presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, has exclusively in an interview today spoke where he spoke extensively on the need for leaders in Nigeria to be transparent and also put out the intention to the people, what they intend to do and how they need to go about it. Peter Obi said he lived a free and open life when he was chairman of Fidelity Bank and also when he was elected as the governor of Anambra State, which he can boldly speak about any day, anytime, no matter what, because there is transparency. Can they do the same? They can't say. Having mentioned Tinubu's name during the course of the interview, Peter Obi said, someone told me that Tinubu lost everything while fighting Abacha to the standstill in 1998. He said he asked the person, how come Tinubu now has two planes if he truly lost everything? There is no known job, business, or company he's really engaged in. In his words, somebody told me that the candidate fought Abacha to a standstill and lost everything in 1998. But my question remains, now, how does he have two planes? How come? Where is the company? We are in crisis. What business, what sort of business is he engaged in? And what sustains or maintains these two planes? Peter Obi said this is the kind of thing we are experiencing in our country where there is no audit, there is no truth being reflected. And that is why he wants Nigerians to take back the country. And when leaders are responsible for the people and know that they are to give account, things will be quite different, which is a very good place to be. Things will be quite different if leaders, are responsible and there is truth being dispensed. They said Tinubu lost everything back then, okay? According to what we're hearing, that he lost everything, yes? Wow, sorry about that. They said he was fighting General Sani Abacha, so he lost everything. Okay, we get that, we understand. But how come, haven't lost everything and all that is going on, how come things are quite different? Okay, how come things are quite different that we haven't really seen that shines through? We haven't really seen that, what's the job? What's the business? How are things? Okay, how are things? What's it exactly? Okay, so this is what it is. This is what is happening. Okay, this is what is happening. So if we don't know the truth, then we know that we are just mapping out a road with our own hands that could potentially lead nowhere. We're using our own hands to map a road that could be leading us nowhere. Because if truth is to be said, if we're truly going to analyze and realize that we have been in a state as a nation and change needs to come, if we can realize this and put ourselves to it, then the change will definitely and truly come. But when we have you have nothing you're standing for, you have nothing you are hoping for, how is the change really going to come? How is it going to work out? So it is what it is, my wonderful people. Again, these are days where every one of us must begin to rise up to the occasion and refuse to allow ourselves to be intimidated by a few people. Okay, we refuse to allow ourselves to be driven by a few cents of people who may not, be ready to spend their life in terms of service, but rather they want to be served. It's a shameful occurrence, but this is what is happening. They don't want to serve anybody. They don't want to serve anybody. For all is what they want things to remain the way it is. For all is what they are quite happy with the way things currently is. And if anything is going to change, it's not because they want it. And in fact, they are the ones who fight the change. Because if anything changes, then they will be adversely affected. Okay, so we need to trust, we need to trust in the candidate we want to bring into power by voting in the right candidates. Okay, so let's do what is absolutely right and necessary. Okay, let's do that which is right and necessary if we want change. These are the days where Nigerians, we've come to this space. We've been manipulated for far too long by the same people who are, honestly speaking, have not really represented us in terms of correctness and truth. Most of them have represented their own interests. They've represented what they thought best. And for Nigerians, they have totally neglected and ridiculed us to the background and truly and sincerely projecting what matters for them. So if change is going to come, okay, change is going to come, we need to get out of this like yesterday and vote in the right candidate and ensure that we do not continue with the same things over and over again and expect that some miracle is going to fall from the sky. So the promise here is that if we all together agree on a candidate we feel has got the potential to change Nigeria, maybe we could be standing, okay, we could be standing on the path of truth to get, to get things out of where it currently is right now. A man has 2 planes yet, but there is really no concrete job, company, or business you can tie to him and say, this is the job, this is the business, this is what is really doing, this is how far it goes, this is the tax return, this is what, so what exactly is going on here? And how do we change this whole thing? Yes, it is what it is. Please don't forget you have a voice. Okay, don't forget you have a voice. Nigerians, if you have not heard it before, please hear again. We must vote in the right people, not business as usual. God bless. Bye for now.